on personal injury lawyers. The verdict is finally over on how you're going to get qualified leads. But before I go into my system and how I'm generating personal injury lawyers qualified leads, listen to what my client had to say. Check it out.
So I'm here today to talk about Kyle Pursley. He helped me out with my uncle's company. He owns a lawyer firm, and he reached out to me to do some advertising for him on digital platforms. Now I do have my own marketing company, but I didn't have a lot of experience in that niche. So I reached out to Kyle. I met him a while back, and he was a really good person when I talked to him, and I realized, let me see if he can help me with this. So I reached out to Kyle, and I did some research beforehand, and I found out, these leads are expensive. I mean, these are personal injury leads. They could make, these lawyers, thousands and thousands of dollars. So I did some research, and I found out the average cost for one of these leads is usually ranges from at least $80 to $100 on any platform, and upwards of that if you pay for them outside of using your own advertising products. So I reached out to Kyle, and I said, "Hey Kyle, you mind helping me kind of get this kick started so we can help my uncle, and he has other lawyers that are in need of these leads that he'd be willing to refer us to if we succeeded with him to start." So Kyle, obviously being the guy he is, was like, "For sure, Pri, I'll help you out, no problem." So we started it. Our first month trial, it went really well. I think we were getting leads at about $31, and that was a testing period. He was fantastic. He took care of pretty much the whole thing, and I took care of the follow-up. So, the leads, he sent them straight to my phone, straight to my email, and I would follow up with them straight away within minutes. And we ended up closing a couple, just like that, the flick of the wrist. And my uncle was stunned. He was like, "How are you guys getting these leads at this price?" So I told him, like, I have someone helping me and I do the follow-ups. And he said, "Well, let's raise the budget. Let's get more leads coming in because, the lead you got me was, the leads you guys were getting me were fantastic. They were right on the money. They were workers' comp leads, and they were accident leads, and they were recent ones too. Because as you know, as lawyers, old cases, they have trouble closing them because, they've happened so long ago. And these were recent. And, Kyle, slowly but surely, he was adjusting the ad set, the ad copy, and the targeting. And they were just getting better and better. Then we started to up the budget, and leads started to come in cheaper. So we had taken $20 a lead for personal injury leads. It was fantastic. And I want to work with Kyle in the future. So I started talking about other clients that I have where I could kind of...
This is how my system works, okay? First off, we have a way of targeting your audience through social media platforms like Facebook ads, YouTube, LinkedIn ads, things in that nature, okay? We have an ad that's targeted. We'll send them to a lead form to submit their name, email, and phone number because I know that's all y'all can really get as far as information goes, and go into a free consultation. Okay, now you can do informational stuff like a guide on how to, get what they need to do when they go through a personal injury type deal, but we found out free consultations work better. Okay, so here's the process. From that point, we're wanting to schedule an appointment. After that, obviously want you to close so you can, make your money and make your client happy as well. But in between this, here's the fuzzy part, okay? Sometimes you don't fill out the form. Sometimes we have to do another ad that retargets everybody that viewed the page or viewed the lead form, so that way you get lower conversions as well. This will keep you, in their face. This will keep you, in the loop in their life, and it's all around good marketing. So you got cold traffic and warm traffic going to one area to schedule a free consultation. Now once they submit a form, we be sure to send emails, texts, and calls to them. And usually we handle this. This is pretty much how we ended up doing it. I generated the leads. My guy did the follow-up process. And we then sent that qualified lead to your office for that free consultation. So that way you're not wasting your time with dead leads, right? So anyways, at the end of the day, we had a targeted ad and created a narrow process so that way you can do business with them. The targeted ad, to a form, to schedule an appointment, to close. We have a follow-up system in place to be sure they show up to their appointments and be sure that they're qualified before they even talk to you. So, you know what? We had some amazing results for this personal injury lawyer out in Chicago, and I want to do the same thing for you, okay? We have an offer out, so we will do this completely risk-free by you supplying the ad spend, and then you pay our management fee. And if we cannot generate leads for you, I want to give you 100% money back guarantees. That way you're not at risk, and also builds trust with us that we're confident that we can drive results. Alright guys, so awesome. Go ahead, schedule a strategy call with us, and we look forward to working with you soon. Thanks guys.